When the first brand deal comes, you see, the growth. I think I would expect that starts accelerating. You how Now the young people, will people younger than you
Yeah.
will buy into everything in perhaps a much more positive way, but
Mhm.
people your age or people slightly older, they might have not the most positive reaction. बड़े मैं तमीज से कह रहा हूँ कि haters का भी scene होता है.
Yeah.
So did you see like a parallel rise in them also, like, because internet पे ना, I've seen this, like, just in people you meet, they're like, bro, ये क्यों famous है, मतलब ऐसा भी क्या है. Now you're putting in the work, you're doing whatever, वो नहीं देखेगा. They'll see she's just posting pictures of herself,
Yeah.
और अब brand deals आ रहे हैं मुफ्त में बगैर में. Did that happen to you as well?
So I faced people claim that I'm getting what I'm getting due to nepotism.
Okay,
So backstory to that, my mom's a fashion designer
you
since
mentioned,
10
huh?
years, part of the fashion council. But till this date, and I can very proudly say my mom has not helped me in any single part of my journey. Whether I work with Tina Auntie or Ansab or anyone, that's been because they've approached me as Ayla's world, not Ayla
Right.
Amna's daughter. So that's something I will always say and stand by. She's been my biggest support system.
Hmm.
But the hate started coming. Oh, her mom got her this, so like, oh, you don't even use this, or like something like that. Like for Yule, people were like, oh, you don't even use this. I'm like, check my account. I
Hmm.
actually put in effort. I used that app for about 2-3 months after I've done the brand deal because I'm like, why not test out the product or the service a brand is providing? Like if I'm gonna do like a serum thing for
Yeah.
someone sent me their serum as a PR. If I say, oh my god, the serum is so good, amazing, no one's gonna believe that. So I literally show my skin, like guys, this is my skin day one, and I'm gonna use this product for 5 days, and I will tell you honestly, is it worth it? Is it not? If it's not worth it, I'm sorry if I'm protecting the brand, but I've always said to people that I want to be authentic and skincare products I'm selling because it can mess with someone's
Yeah,
skin.
yeah, that's serious. Yeah.
With any type of brand, like cruelty free and stuff, is something I believe in, like really,
And
really much.
are the brands that you're saying all this to, how are they receptive to इस तरह की बातें? Have
Right?
people said कि we can't work with you अगर आप इतना real हो रही हैं?
Nahin, so Alhamdulillah, I've never faced any type of like backlash from a brand. I've always told like them my terms on day one only. I don't want there to be like a gray middle ground. Like it's
Yeah.
either black or white. Like you work with me, you don't, koi baat nahi. Like
Yeah. Okay.
wish you well.
Hmm.
So I haven't faced that, but yeah, I haven't faced that.
I would imagine then that did you it's good that your mom's supportive. Did you feel like, I guess you did feel like a conscious amount of pressure where you're like, I have to distance myself from the work my mother's done to prove
Yeah,
myself in the eyes of people as
yeah.
my own person.
Honestly, the work she does compared to like content creation, I always knew they were two different playgrounds. Like
Hmm.
I can't do fashion designing, and she certainly won't do content creation. But the middle ground we found was fashion. So working with a lot of these designers, she probably knows them socially or she's worked with. So it was always that type of stigma where people were like, oh, like especially when it came to the fashion aspect, like, oh, her mom is probably like just contacting people she knows and stuff.
Yeah.
When I tell her about these people approaching me, she would even be shocked, like, oh wow, like that's big stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. So
But that's great
every
that she's also
yeah,
like supportive.
100%, like
Itna
every
zyada.
deal, everything I do, like videos she's watched with me. She sits down as soon as I upload them, she watches them with me. Every like for example, the brand approaches me, I'm like, you tell me how to deal with this. And
Hmm.
she'll be like, okay, do it like this, do it like don't do it. The do's and don'ts I learned from her predominantly.
That's good, and it's great to have like that level of experience available to you
Especially
to like
being
guide you.
19 and having to like work with people who are 20 or 30 plus. Like,
Hmm.
you don't want anyone trying to exploit you like in a financial way or aap se
Yeah.
zyada kaam karwa rahe ho, aap kam paise de rahe hain. Like I've dealt with that. So
Right.
it was really bad because sometimes the brand pressure is so much and then I don't know how to deal with it. So once and only she stepped in as my manager. I was like, don't say oh my mother. I'm like, say your name is Aisha and you're my manager. And they're like, they're trying to butterify Aisha, the manager. And she's like, I really should have told them I'm your mom. Like, they're not taking me seriously. And it was one thing that just went, that was absolutely whack. But yeah, that was also sorted.